Hi, this is Chaz Palminteri, and if you're thinking about getting your eyes done, the only person to see is Dr. Rothman of LASIK of Nevada. I flew all the way from New York to be here, and Dr. Rothman did my eyes. And all I could say is, it's a miracle. I could see. You see Dr. Rothman of LASIK of Nevada.
Broadcasting live from the Vegas Video Network studios, just steps from the Las Vegas Strip, it's Talktails! And now our host, she's our very own kaleidoscope of talent. What? It's Kelly Clinton!
Thank you so much. You're wonderful. Welcome to Talktails on the Vegas Video Network. I am your host. My name is Kelly Clinton-Holmes. Thank you. Shucks. Whoa. I always say the same thing. I say I'm so excited. I'm even more excited about today's show. Our special guest is a good friend of mine. She is so talented. It's frightening. She's so talented. She is a songwriter, a singer, an actress, a writer of not just songs, but musicals and plays, and she's traveling all over the world right now with Prince. Yes, not Prince Charles, not the other Prince that I can't think of his name right now, but Prince. My friend Elisa Fiorillo is here today. Oh, I can't wait to see her. We work together, and she's crazy and fun, and she has the voice that I'd like to come back into my next life, because I'm sure I'll be back. And I want to sing like her. She's so great. But before we meet my friend Elisa, I want you to meet our Talktails Orchestra. They're over there, and we're going to get a shot of them. Kenny Davidson, ladies and gentlemen. Look at you guys.
We're all here.
Oh, yeah, what are you playing there? Let me hear that. That's a Prince song.
It is.
We're getting ready. We're getting ready, and Scott is very excited. Please say hello to our producer, director, Mr. Scott Whitney. Hi, Scott. Yeah, keep playing, Kenny. Give him some. I wondered. You do have it, don't you? You got it, and you can't get rid of it. No. Scott, you move well.
It's like, I do move well, baby. That's all I can say. Where's Clint, by the way?
Well, you know what? Clint is at home watching us. Everyone say, hi, Clint. Hi.
Hi, Clint.
He's running around doing so many things because he's getting ready. He has a special show at the Smith Center with Frank Wildhorn, who wrote so many songs like This Is the Moment, and Whitney Houston's song, so many songs, Jekyll and Hyde musicals. So he's performing with Jane Monheit, a very well-known jazz singer, at the Smith Center Wednesday and Thursday night. So he's getting ready for that show right now.
Very exciting.
Should I tell him you miss him?
So he doesn't love you that much.
Oh, no. I love him that much.
Oh, nicely done.
I said to him, honey, if you really don't want to come to the show and you have things to do, you can stay home. And he goes, really? And he was, we got to give him a break. He's so supportive.
He is very supportive.
And he's got a Christmas show coming up the next week, too. A holiday show,
I plan to attend that show.
Are you going to come to the show?
Yes.
We have special guest, Fifth Avenue. You know, our own Jerry Jones.
Sure, Jerry.
Jerry Jones and Fifth Avenue. I have to say, my friend Jerry gave us a little scare, Scott, in the parking lot on the way in.
Right.
I didn't want him to miss the elevator, and apparently he didn't want to miss the elevator either, and he kind of ran a little bit. I turned back to the elevator, turned back, and there was Jerry on the ground. He tripped over something and just went down, and I had no idea what happened. So, Jerry, are you okay out there in our audience?
I'm alive and well.
He is alive and well, and he'll be at the Smith Center with the holiday show.
He's like a weeble. He falls down, he gets right back up. That's great.
How are you, Scott? I know you got some things going on.
I'm good. Very excited. Had a good time in, the Effingham. That's where I went for Thanksgiving. And
where is that? Where?
The Effingham is 110 miles east of St. Louis.
Ah.
And the joke is, pass the effing ham, pass the effing turkey.
I love that.
They had never heard that until I was there my first time. And
I was controlling myself when you said it because
Right.
I thought it wasn't appropriate.
I'm the favorite son-in-law.
Ah.
Can you figure? But I do want to say one thing before we move on. This Wednesday, big show, big crazy thing we're going to do. We're going to do a live show from Frankie Moreno's dressing room.
Oh, boy.
11 o'clock at night.
What time?
11 o'clock at night. After his live show at Stratosphere, then we're going to go into his dressing room, and we're just going to have it should be fascinating.
And this is like a typical after the show dressing room experience? Because I hear things.
I have heard things, I have seen things, and that's why we're going to show things.
And now we're going to get them on video.
Right.
And I know, I hear they really know how to have a good time and so talented.
Super talented guy, nice guy, and he's going to let us.
He's going to let you
he's
record.
going to let us blackmail him, probably.
It is true.
It should be a lot of fun.
All right, what time is that? Because I'd like to maybe.
11 o'clock at night. It's a late night thing.
It's a late night thing. Okay. Can I promote Monday night, Bootlegger? I'm there every Monday night for our open mic cabaret. Kenny comes around. In fact, Kenny's going to be there tonight, right? Yes. He's going to do some Prince songs for you. But anyway, I got a call. I got a call late night last night. A little disturbing. There's a poster in the lobby of me, which I'm happy about that, and it's to promote the Monday night. It's there all week. It's kind of a pose like this.
Oh, I thought you do this.
Yeah, exactly like that. No, that's not the pose. So guess what? It's been there for like 3 years.
Right.
All of a sudden, it disappeared.
It was stolen?
That's what I was told. But, my first thought was maybe somebody put a mustache on it. And
well, it's that month. This is Movember.
Mustache month?
It's mustache month, yeah.
I don't know about mustache month.
No, it's Movember, right? It's.
If I would have known that, I would have gotten here earlier. I would have skipped the shave. But anyway, if anyone knows what happened to it, please let me know. And if you took it because you liked it, thank you. I'm very flattered.
Really?
Yes.
It could be weird, though.
Well, no, I don't want to go there. I really don't want to.
Sorry.
But anyway, so that was something that happened. We had a great Thanksgiving. Is that where you went for Thanksgiving, to effing something?
Effingham, careful. Yeah, it was nice to see family.
It was nice, and you had family time.
Yes.
We went to effing Mac and Jennifer King's house. Anyway, Mac King is a great magician in town. He's at Harrah's for so many years.
We should have him on the show sometime.
I know. He's going to come on the show. I just have to lock in the date. But there were like 100 people there, and half of them were magicians. Jonathan was there. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Amazing Jonathan?
The amazing Jonathan was there, and they were doing tricks at the table.
Really?
It wasn't like they had props there, but there were peas. So, everyone was around the table. It was so much fun. Thank you, Jennifer and Mac, for having us. Lance Burton was there. It was great fun.
Really?
What else was I going to tell you about? I don't know, but I don't want to keep talking because we have so much to talk about with my friend Elisa Fiorillo.
I like her. She's going to be,
you like her already.
Be fun. I can tell.
She's great.
She's got a little sass, doesn't she?
She sure does. She's got a little capital T for trouble, too.
Uh-oh.
So we'll be back and hear about the adventures of Elisa Fiorillo traveling on the road with Prince and so much more on Talktails right after this. Can we get some more Prince?
3, 2, 1. Well, I need to come up with something funny to say. 3, 2, 1. Wow. But the co-host. Really, I have to say watching. Well,
That's how you do it. They're
really?
watching. There
Okay.
you go.
I got it.
We are the Odds Couple.
Hi, my name is Scott Pritchard.
And I am Anthony Padilla.
You're watching the Vegas Video Network.
You are.
You are. We are too.
Prince, more Prince. We are back. Welcome back to Talktails. I'm your host, Kelly Clinton-Holmes, with one of my best friends in the world, just back from Chicago on the road with Prince. Please welcome singer-songwriter Elisa Fiorillo.
Hi, Kelly!
Hi! Oh, look, there's your website.
That's my website. Yes,
I spent some time on the website. Boy, have you... you've been all over the world, my friend.
All over. We went to Australia. We went to, New York. We did 30 days and 30 nights. I just hit the microphone, sorry.
That's okay.
In LA. I'm crazy. Trouble with the capital
You
T.
wild girl, you.
We did California, opened up the whole Forum, which actually was closing down, and Prince wanted to bring it back to life for the community, and we did a whole month there, and then we did Australia, which was great.
Ooh,
and
so
where
exciting.
else did we go? We've gone so many places
Well,
I don't
the
remember.
point is you are traveling, and this isn't, now, you've been working with Prince for the last couple of years now.
Right.
But this isn't your first time working with him. This is like you're revisiting after 20 years ago you worked
20
with him?
years ago. I've known him for a very long time. I worked with him on my second album that was on Chrysalis Records. It was called I Am, which was one of the songs that Prince wrote for my album.
So, but didn't you co-write it?
We did co-write my first single, which was On the Way Up.
Uh-huh.
And it's kind of a funny story when we met. I was in the bathroom. And
Wait a minute, should we go to commercial?
no, it's not
Okay,
that
go
kind
on.
of story. But I came back, and he was in there listening to my voice.
What? Wait a minute.
Not in
In
the
where?
bathroom.
In the bathroom?
In the studio.
Oh, okay.
And he asked if it was me, and I said yes. And he didn't. He said, "Well, I don't believe it," because he didn't believe the voice was coming from me, because I was this
Tiny little
white girl. And so I went in the studio and started singing, and he believed me. And then he said, "I've got some songs for you, and you definitely should write and be a songwriter, because it's very important as an artist to express, yourself."
Wow.
And
That must have been so exciting. I mean, this is Prince. Prince is still like, wow, everybody's crazy about him. But this was back.
But I
he
was
was
not like a huge Prince fan back then. I knew like a couple songs, but I wasn't like this crazed fan, which was probably the reason why we developed a good friendship, because there was no intimidation. It was just strictly respect.
Starstruck kind of a
Yeah,
thing.
no, I wasn't like you would probably be.
Hey, wait a minute.
I mean, you would be a little crazy.
No, she's talking about the time I met Gladys Knight, and I went, and they called security. But yeah. But so okay. So how old were you then?
I
You
was
were like
21.
21,
Oh my
and
God.
you were on break from a recording session there. Is that what? How
I
you
was
were
working there with a producer named David Z.
So it had nothing to do with Prince. And
He
oh
just
my
kind of
goodness.
walked in, and then
Great.
suddenly I was working with him, and it was amazing. And then
Okay, so now we'll go back. We'll go back to Prince, because that's what's going
I
on.
like going back to 21. It's a nice feeling.
I know, I like that too. But be 6 years old. Let's go. We're going to go way back. I'm going to
Oh my God,
hypnotize
I
you
think I
back
need a
into
drink.
your childhood.
And I don't drink. This is good though. This
You
is
don't
like
drink?
Scotch, and I don't
Okay.
ever drink Scotch.
What kind of scotch is that? Scotch?
Let me just.
Right in front of you. If you need some more, it's right in front of you.
Okay, well, that's a lot right there, so be careful. Okay, I don't want you to tell everyone everything.
No,
so
I'm
don't-
not.
Okay,
6.
So you're 6 years old.
I was 6.
Um,
I was 6 at one
you were
point.
6. Now,
Yes.
your father is and was a classical
Pianist.
pianist.
Studied with Vladimir Horowitz.
Vladimir Horowitz.
Vladimir Horowitz, one of the most amazing Russian pianists. And he also was a professor at Temple University.
Okay, so
And
there
I
was
grew up,
music.
Yeah, I used to dance around, do ballet in the living room when he would play the piano. And his mother was a singer. She would sing with me, and that's how I learned how to sing harmony.
Your
'Cause
grandma.
My grandma would harmonize. Like, my brothers always left me out. I love you guys, but you really did. They'd go out and play football, and I was
Right.
the girl, so I got left alone with my record player, and that's basically all I would do: listen to music and sing and try to imitate sounds, and that's how I learned how to sing.
So did she teach you actually how to harmonize? Did she teach you the basics of...
Yeah, because she would harmonize, and then I developed an ear for it because she'd never sing the melody, and now I can't listen to a song without singing harmony from the beginning to the end.
Oh, no, you could... I've been around you. You could harmonize
know.
with a lamp.
Yes,
Yeah. No, seriously.
I could.
And I've been that lamp before.
You have.
I have been that lamp.
But you're getting better at
I'm
it.
getting better at the harmony. You know,
You're better than a lamp, Kelly.
I'm better than a lamp.
You're better than a
Darn
lamp.
it, I'm good enough. Oh, look, there's us.
That's us singing at the Sterling Club.
Well, we worked together
I miss
for
that
probably
place.
3 or 4 years.
Oh, and were we good?
we were good.
We were really good.
Had
We were
it.
spontaneous. We
We were like Martin and Lewis. I mean,
Who's that?
Yeah, I don't know. But Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis.
Those
anyway, we had so much fun there.
Yes, we did, and I miss that place.
I miss it too. Maybe someday we'll be back.
We're gonna make Vegas come alive again.
We're gonna be on a bigger stage.
I think so.
Anyway, some of the best times I had. In fact, of all, I mean, I have lots of friends, and I love to work with them all. But I've never had so much fun as I had with you.
Same here.
You're such a great singer. So you learned your harmony and all of that, which has really come along. I mean, you got to use it for your entire life.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think obviously listening to classical music helped me know more about harmonies because there's so much going on in classical music. So I think just developing my ear through that and listening to classical really.
Do you play?
I
play
do.
Piano,
my dad did not have the patience to teach my brothers and I. If you played chopsticks in my house, you got pencils broke on your hands.
Oh, really?
And were told to step away from the piano and never touch it again.
Oh, how warm.
I never played the chopsticks, yeah. But he got me a teacher, Marianne Kane. I'll never forget her. She had red hair, actually.
Maybe she went to the same salon as me, but go on.
Possibly. So, yeah, Marianne Kane was my teacher, and I took about 6 years of classical piano. So I know how to read music, and I can play. I need some practice. I probably should play some more, and I'm working on that.
But it helps you with your songwriting.
It helps me with everything, jingles and reading music for shows and
you
charts.
do so many things. Okay, back to the 6-year-old, right?
I am 6.
When did you start performing in front of an audience?
Oh boy, probably 6.
And do you remember what that was?
My mom and dad would have company over, and they'd get a little hammered, with scotch and wine and stuff, and I'd get up on a little balcony in our windowsill kind of thing.
Sounds safe.
Yes, and I'd get up, and it would echo, and I would sing. Of course, the first song, it took a while to get me out of bed. They'd literally drag me out of bed and get me up to sing, and then you couldn't stop me. Then it was like, will you go to bed, Elisa? It's enough. We don't need any more singing.
Yeah, it was in your bones.
Yeah, it was in my bones.
Okay, but then you also auditioned. Now, I know you were on Star Search.
Yeah, but before
did
that,
Star Search? Okay,
there was
Broadway.
the Al Albert Showcase.
The Albert Showcase.
That was a TV show in Philadelphia on Channel 6, and Al Albert, bless his soul, he had a horrible toupee, just terrible toupee, and a really mean wife, actually. She wasn't very nice.
She could still be with us and watching our show.
That's okay, but she was mean. Her name was Stella. Stella, if you're out there,
shame on you,
I had blue eyeshadow
Stella.
on. My mother got yelled at because I was too young to wear blue eyeshadow.
Welcome to Talktails, where you can get all your
Give me more scotch, you'll find out more.
out. All right, so you did the show. Was it on television?
Yes, it was on television, and every time I was on the show, you look at the camera with the red light, and then okay, when the red light goes on, you have to slowly turn to that camera and sing to that camera, right? Every time, never failed, I would always gulp in the middle of my song. Every time. I would build up all this extra saliva. I don't know where it came from and why it decided to be there during my singing. But every time it was like, the sound of music, And I'd be like, wow, again, I did it again. And then the last show, I didn't gulp. So I was like, I'm moving forward. I'm moving
that when
up.
you won?
That's when I stopped. That's when I stopped the show because I was like, I did it. I'm off.
Okay.
Next gulp victim.
I don't know if this live chat question is about the gulp, but we're going to find out right now. Who do we have, Scott? What do they want to know?
Stella has a comment.
Oh,
Stella.
No, it's
Stella.
Karen wants to know, at what point did you decide to look at music as a career?
Wow.
On that balcony, on the windowsill?
No. After the last gulp, I think. Seriously, because that was when I said, oh, no, actually, no, I'll tell you when I wanted to do it. I had auditioned for The Sound of Music, and it was in 3rd grade or something, and I didn't make it. And I came home crying, and my mom said, don't worry about it. They don't know talent. If you want to do this, then we'll do this. And I'm like, I do want to do this. Mm-hmm. And so she used to take me back and forth to New York for auditions. And
you lived where, though?
I lived in Philly.
You lived in Philadelphia. Okay.
Trained to New York. And every time I go to an audition, and when I wouldn't get the gig or the commercial or whatever, I would quote The Sound of Music, and I'd say, "My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once more."
Oh,
Not going to stop me. You know, you don't get everything because, you know, they have certain looks they're looking for, a sound that they're,
Right.
you know. So it was that.
But you understood that.
Yeah, I knew
then.
that, and I was okay with it. And
Okay, but then you went on to actually
Broadway.
Tell me about that.
I was 15, and I landed a part in The Three Musketeers, which was on Broadway. And I played the understudy of the lead, and I couldn't wait to kiss D'Artagnan. And I was plotting in my head to poison Constance.
Poison, not just lock her in a closet.
No,
you went right for the
just
kill.
make some really cool cookies and give them a
Ooh.
little. Because I really wanted to sing the song, you know?
Yeah, I know.
I wanted my moment.
If you have to kill, you kill. Go on. Wow.
Yeah, and it never happened because the show closed 6 months after it opened.
But you did perform.
I did
You did
perform.
get
I
to-
was the chambermaid. I was in the chorus. I was a sword fighter. And what else did I play? I think a
Well-
musketeer, like a fighting musketeer.
So you performed on Broadway.
Yes, it was amazing.
Is this what led to the audition for Star Search?
What led to Star Search. It all kind of like fell into
Yeah.
place. It was kind of odd how that worked. The producer of the Broadway show, I had auditioned for Star Search. I'd sent in a video, and I didn't think I'd ever hear from him again. And about a year later, my mom and I relocated to California, and we got a call, and they said, you are picked out of 60,000 kids,
Wow.
one of 4 kids, to be on Star Search. And I was like, wow.
And this is you're 16 or you're 15?
I was 15.
15, okay.
And
Wow.
so we had driven all the way across country. We were living in my uncle's motorhome in their driveway. And here they told us they were going to fly us out, put us in a hotel. So we didn't get any of that.
Really?
Because we lived within 60 miles of the Star Search
Okay.
lot, so we didn't get all the goodies. But, you know, I got on Star Search, and then I won.
Well, wait, you can't just say I got on Star Search.
I just won.
What was it like? I mean, that was the biggest show. That was like American Idol or now The Voice
Yeah.
is today. I mean, you must have been so exciting.
It was
excited.
It was exciting. It was exciting. I had 2 weeks of performances. That was it, though.
What did you sing? What was your first
The
song?
first song I sang was Miracle by Stacey Lattisaw. And the second song I won with was Don't Cry Out Loud.
Okay, we're going to roll a clip from that right now.
What? Are you kidding?
Yes, I am, because we
Okay.
don't have a clip.
Okay, good. Because I had hair that was bigger than your screen, okay?
So you had the big hair. This was the
big
80s?
hair. Oh, yeah.
It's the
and a
80s?
dress that looked kind of like an Amazon woman from the moon.
What was Ed McMahon like?
Really tall. And he was from Philadelphia.
And you won.
And I won.
Okay.
So after I won, the producer of the Broadway show took my Star Search tape around to all the record companies, and only one was interested, and it was Chrysalis Records. So I got signed. And then I worked on my first album, which got me working with Jelly Bean Benitez, he was like a dance remix guy at the time. And I had a top 10 dance hit.
What was the name of that?
Who Found Who? Who Found Who? Doesn't really matter. Who?
Keep going.
Who found who?
Ooh, it's
That
so
was
good.
a
Now,
little
you got to Google. I mean, I hope it's okay with
Yeah,
you if I
Google.
tell people to Google you.
Google.
Oh my goodness, you're like, first of all, your hair was big.
Really
It's
big.
your natural hair. You had the
Oh, yeah.
beautiful, and you're all hottied out and
was a hottie.
sexy and dancers. And I saw a clip of you on Arsenio doing that song. What was that like, being on national television?
Arsenio had really long fingers.
What?
I don't know, but when he shook my hand, man, his fingers were already all up my elbow. No, seriously, that's all I could remember. But he was really nice. We took over his couch, which
Seeing
was very
the world through Elisa Fiorillo's eyes.
Cool. Have
So
some more
interesting.
scotch. No, I don't really drink.
So that's what you took away from the experience was Arsenio had long alien
Yes,
fingers.
they were long alien fingers. And he has a show coming out.
He does.
Yeah, another one. And I don't know if I'll get the call, but...
Well, maybe if he sees this. What do we have there? Oh, what's that? That's you.
Ah, they got the video up. Yes, I was 16 at the time.
16? Oh,
Yep.
my goodness. Look at you.
Memory.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Aw.
So you co-wrote
I
some of
tripped
the...
that poor kid during the video.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah,
You did?
I did. I'm kind of a klutz. I was dancing, and I knocked that poor kid over. He was
Wait a minute.
crying.
I see a
Yeah.
theme happening right here because
Yeah.
I remember when you and I were writing, we wrote a show together called Chick Singers.
Oh, yes.
We could talk about that or not.
We could.
But the
was a
point
great
is, in one of the songs, we each got a little spot about an experience.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
they were called What was the name of the song that we wrote? Because that was the point. It was about awkward moments.
Yep,
that's all I remember. So then each of us would go into a story about, I remember the time I blah, 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 and the music is playing underneath. Well, you had a story about a big concert. Were you with Prince at the time?
No, this was before Prince.
Set it up.
I was in Japan, and I was on a television show, and it was in front of 1 million live viewers, kind of like this live show. Ton of fog. Fog machines, they were big in the 80s. Fog machines. And I was singing the song live, which not a lot of people did back then. It was like track and lip syncing.
It was Milli Vanilli time.
Very Milli Vanilli. But I sang it live, and how you knew it was live was when I fell in the fog, disappeared, hit the mic on the floor, and you heard pop, and then I popped back up in the fog and kept going. And the next day...
So not funny. Right now, at this point,
my knee,
not funny. It's like Jerry in the parking lot. Not funny. But go on.
Maybe it's me. Maybe he felt it was me.
It's your energy, but go on.
So anyway, the next day I went shopping in the little, Tokyo
The big
streets.
mall.
No, outside, actually. It was an outside mall. And this little Japanese girl came running up to me, and she's like, "Oh, you fell down! And I'm like, "No, it was a dance move,
And she said, "No,
you fell down funny." And I was like, "Yeah, that was really funny." Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry to bring that up.
Thanks for bringing that
up.
So sorry. And I keep hitting the mic.
Okay, you're fine.
Okay,
you're good.
okay.
You're good. Well,
sorry. Sorry, Mike Man.
Sorry, Mike Man. Now, there was a time where you stopped singing for a little bit.
Yeah, I had my record deals. I had my moment.
I had my moment. You saw the mountain.
Yes, and I got kind of discouraged because I had made a record that took a couple years to make, and then the record company kept stalling to put it out. So I had moved back to Philadelphia, and I kind of just was discouraged, just jaded, I think, from the music industry. And when my manager called to say, "Are you ever putting this thing out?" they said, "Well, there's really not a market right now for it, so we're going to kind of keep it on hold." And I was like running out of my advance money, so I had to go get a real job. So I had to work for the first time in my life.
That's when you go dun dun dun.
Right.
Tell us more, Lisa.
So I got a job at a hair salon.
Okay. Not so bad.
Not so bad. But when it's a hair salon that has 14 stylists, 12 colorists, estheticians, nail people, you name it. It's like this huge salon. You have to learn how to book all these things. So these women want everything done.
So it's a whole different world.
It's a whole different world. And people were treating me not so nice. And I was like, "Don't you know I was on American Bandstand? Don't you know I did the Apollo and they stood up for me?"
Ooh, is that true?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
wow.
so I was like, how dare them? And I mean, I'd go home crying at night. Yeah. And I'd be like, wow, how did I end up here? And then I was singing in wedding bands and people were listening to me.
It's not an easy business.
It's not an easy gig.
We've talked about it. No, it's not an easy business though, because it's not all the glamour.
Yeah, one minute you're hot, next minute you're not.
Ups and downs. I mean, okay, do we have another live question? No, we don't have. Okay, Kenny, can you give us 2 seconds of our little when we were at the? Oh, we're gonna take a break. Okay, well we'll take a break. And we're going to come back with Elisa Fiorillo, and we're going to sing a little bit.
Sing a song.
On Talktails right after this.
Traditional media believes that after about 3 minutes, you'll tune out. Most Vegas media companies think if it doesn't jiggle, you won't tune in. At the Vegas Video Network, we think both are wrong. The Vegas Video Network is the first and only live online broadcast network that specializes in insider news and expert views about Vegas. We combine great storytelling with the ability to watch when and where you want on your computer, mobile device, or television. Discover the real Las Vegas. Visit VegasVideoNetwork.com.
This is David Ivey from Pub Crawl. It's funny because this is David from. You should just leave it on. Hi, I'm David Ivey from Pub Crawl, and you're watching the Vegas Video Network. And scene.
Work and work. Those cars never seem to stop. Come and work and work. Keep those rags and machines humming. Work and work.
My fingers to the bone.
work. Can't wait till it's time to go home. Hey, get your car washed today. Fill up and you won't have to pay. Come on and give us some play. Get a wash right away. Get a wash right away.
I don't want to end it yet.
Get a wash right away. 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 At the car wash. Yay! Hey, I got something to give you.
You have a present
It's
for
an
me?
honorary NPG tambourine. So,
NPG.
so for the rest of this interview, you are now an honorary member.
Oh my goodness! Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Does that mean I take this home?
No,
Oh,
no.
I don't.
It was a lot of money. No, I'll get
Thank
you one.
you.
I
Okay,
promise.
all right.
Would you hang it on your wall?
You know I will.
Okay, I'll get you
I
one.
will, and thank you. I'm so honored
can hold it.
for 10 more minutes.
Okay.
All right. So back to our stories of Prince.
Yes.
You just did a big tour. You have some show and
I
tell.
have some show and tell. I feel like my 6-year-old daughter.
Well, and we're going to talk about her
Yes.
too.
This was our last tour in Chicago.
There. Okay, hold
Oops,
it down.
oh, there we go.
And
That's,
over.
That's Liv.
Wait, you got
Right
her?
there.
Okay. There we go.
This is me.
That's
Over here.
you looking so gorgeous.
Very regal. And
Glamorous.
I'm not very good at this. And then Shelby and Ida. That's just 4 of the members of the NPG.
Okay, so there. Now I thought there
this
were
is the
3
whole
of you,
band.
but there's more. Oh wow, look at this.
This
There
is
he
the whole band.
Just hold us steady right there, and I want to be a part of it.
This was from our LA show at the Forum.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And
Look at you, hot
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, right. And this one, we're sweating a lot because we work very hard at what we do.
Now this is who
was
you
the Madison
sing with.
Square Garden. Yes,
I
Shelby
mean,
and Liv are my other angels that I get to sing with. They're wonderful girls, all so talented.
do you know how great this is? That you're. I mean, there are 3 girls up there singing.
Yeah.
Out of millions of great voices in the world, you are one of his top choice. Called you after 20 years because in his mind your talent stuck out so much. So I mean, this is just
Yeah, I think that
proud
has a
of you.
lot to do with it, but I also think that he's in a position where he doesn't get to be himself around a lot of people. And I'm, as you can see, I'm very outgoing and just like...
You just kind of say what's on your mind,
it's all
don't
on
you,
my
Elisa?
sleeve. And I think when I met him when I was 21, we developed a really strong friendship and a bond. And I think he always remembered that, always knew that he could trust me,
Right.
always knew that he was comfortable around me. And now that I'm there, it's like I'm kind of the balance between the girls, and it just works. It's like a solid unit. And we were all like family. It's like a second family.
And so the like singing wise, the blend, did it just
the
kind of
blend is just wonderful.
It's like butter.
It's like butter.
And do you like have to talk through it all the time and say, oh, you take this part, I take or is
No,
it
it's
kinda,
like we instinctually know where to go. It's sick. Now we can just get a song, pull it out of the air, and we all go to our
boom,
parts.
You go to your part.
It's awesome.
That's so great.
I love singing harmonies with those girls. They're awesome.
I mean, not more than you like singing
of course,
the
best,
car
but
wash with
yeah.
me, right? Anyway, now you have a family. You're married to an artist.
Yes, he's a wonderful
Michael
artist. Yes.
Deese.
Yep.
And you have a beautiful daughter who is
Olivia.
how old now?
She's 6 years old. She's in first grade. She's also a really good artist and a good singer and a dancer. Oh gosh!
At 6 years old. Well, that's a
don't
number
get her shaken.
that you
Oh
started
boy,
at.
Daddy and I are looking and going, oh no, we're in trouble.
And
she's trouble with a T.
She is. I know. She sung at my Monday night open mic cabaret.
She sings in front of anybody.
Now, but this has got to be what's it like balancing your family life, being a mom and a wife,
It's
and leaving. You have to leave to go on the road.
It's very hard, and I know in the very beginning I had a very tough time doing it. But now that I'm used to it, I'm fine with it. and I actually look forward to going away. Don't tell my family.
I
mean, I really
things
do.
I told you about in the beginning
I'm
of
not
the show.
supposed to say this.
I said they're
but no,
watching.
I love my family.
They're
It's like that's my reality.
Right.
And then my fantasy is my career and what I get to do on stage in front of millions of people, and I get to do what I love. And I looked at it like, if my daughter sees me doing what I love, then she's going to look up to me. She's not going to be mad at me or hate me for leaving. She's going to love me more because she'll look at that and say, wow, mom does what
follows
her dreams and does what she loves.
And she's going to be just like you. I know it.
Oh,
Now we have
God,
another live chat question.
I need a
Lisa.
drink on that one. That's
Just, do you perform outside of Prince? Do you perform without Prince?
Oh, yes. It's kind of hard to book stuff because Prince likes to plan things kind of,
Spontaneously. Yes.
So, I'll come home and I might have a month off or I might have 2 months, but I really don't know.
Right.
So my first priority is him and the MPG, and my second priority is working on my own music. So I just kind of try to make it all work while I'm home. And then, like this Sunday, I'm doing a little jazz brunch gig with Adam Chandel.
Ah.
Yeah. And next week, a friend of mine who produced my jazz album with me, this guy named Niall, he's coming out from LA, and we're going to sit and write all week.
Great.
And so
Great.
I just make it work.
Well, I know that you have a website that we looked at a little earlier. So you have several. You have like eight CDs, or
I have a couple singles. I decided that, first of all, putting an album out can get expensive for an independent artist.
Right.
So if I have a great song that I just want people to hear, I'll put it out as a single. So I'm kind of, my website's like, it's based on Little Flower, which is my last name in Italian. And so I basically say that every time I create, another petal drops from my site.
Sweet.
So, there's
You're
like,
so
I'm
creative.
creative. Like,
You're
here's
so
the dirt
creative.
is like what's coming up. And
okay. And so people, if they want to get your CD or your single, they go to your site.
They go to my
and
site.
They can order it
and
there.
They can order it there.
Look, we have another. Do we have another live chat question? No. Okay. All right. So, no, but it changed. It changed like a traffic light. I don't want to be done, Elisa.
No,
I don't want to be
miss
done.
you. We'll go hang out and have coffee
We'll
or
hang
something.
out. We'll do more gigs together.
And when are we going to do Zumba again?
Well, it's a long story. I just got my pick line out, and I got some stuff going on with my spine.
That's okay.
So after that, I'll do it anyway.
Okay.
I'll do it anyway. I love to Zumba with you, but
Zumbing.
more than that, I love to hear you sing.
Okay.
Can you sing a little
I
something
can actually.
for us? My friend
This
Elisa.
is for you, Kelly.
It's for me.
And my friend who just got married, Sally.
Hi, Sal.
When you're down and troubled and you need some love and care and nothing, oh nothing is going right. Close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name